Ciao,
Ciao,
come va?
bene, e tu?
Bene, bene. Bene, tu sei un... aspetta che controllo un po' il CV. Scusate il ritardo anche.
Tranquillo, no problema.
Ah, bravo, sai che parlo spagnolo.
No, è portoghese,
Ah, beh, vicino.
portoghese. Però portoghese di Brasile,
Mhm.
non,
Bello.
non portoghese di Portogallo.
Vediamo un po'. Ah, sì, ricordo, tu sei quello del video. Mhm. Vuoi raccontarmi un po' su di te e dopo andiamo alle domande?
Certo, io sono sviluppatore a 15 anni, io ho lavorato con diverse tecnologie, sto imparando italiano e scusa se...
Ma aspetta, se ti senti meglio possiamo parlare in inglese o spagnolo? Sono le due lingue che posso parlare, scegli tu, al di là
Eh,
dell'italiano.
English for me is better.
Okay, let's go with English. It's okay for me. I mean, uh, I'm Argentinian, by the way, so
Ah, Argentina. I
that's
lived in
why I
Argentina
really. So you speak Spanish, I guess.
for 3 months, but now when I'm
Oh,
in Italy, I'm kind of forget Spanish. I can't remember. I need to speak a little to no
to remember it.
to
Yeah.
remember. Yes, because I'm focused all my energy to learn Italian.
Hmm. Where are you living? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Where are you living now? Here in Italy?
In Pavia, in Pavia.
Okay.
But I'm already agreed to move. You are in Pisa, right?
Yes, we are in Pisa. Yeah.
Uh,
It's a nice place. I mean, it's really a multicultural city.
no, I
You
knew.
know.
I went there. I love Pisa.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's a really small city, but it's nice, I guess.
Very touristical. I
Yeah.
went there for like one weekend. I really
Oh,
appreciate
okay,
it.
okay. Anyway, you see everything in Pisa probably because Pisa is really small.
Yeah, because my grandfather were from
Hmm.
Carrara. It's near Pisa,
Ah, yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I went there to get my grandfather certificate of.
Citizenship.
Yes, then I go to Pisa to know Pisa. Then I stayed there, and I really enjoy it.
Okay, great. Sorry, I interrupt you. You were saying about yourself a little bit.
No, I'm a software developer. Since 2005, I began as a junior in a startup, then started with PHP. Uh, I be brief, but if you want some details, you can ask it anytime you want. Um,
Yeah, 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 don't worry. We all start with PHP. It's like on the 2005, 2006, everyone moved to PHP and then realized that was a pile of crap and then moved away.
no, you can guess the age for the software developer for what the technology it began. So guess we are in the same age. We are for the same period.
Yeah, I'm from 88, so
Exactly as in me, 88.
yeah, so yeah, we all start with the same things. I even
MySQL,
start with Visual Basic 6.0
Visual Basic.
before.
Yes, yes, yes. Because the thing is, when I really start to learn software, it's with Visual Basic. I get that flash, but when I entered this company as a junior, they really hated everything from Microsoft. Then I started very soon to use Linux. So I
Yeah,
kind of
it was the period also because it was when Linux was like a boom. Every company want to migrate everything from Microsoft. They hate them, and then they realized that Linux was hard to use, and then they moved back.
yes,
And
but I'm curious. Do you start working in Argentina also? Your
Yes.
career, you started your career in Argentina.
Yeah. They start there.
So it's the same in Brazil. We like we are we issued the same, we face the same issues. It's like
Yeah, because it's Latin America. Even if I go now, probably in some companies, they will still use compact disc to save data because they are really slow to accept changes.
in Argentina.
Um, yes, it's harder than what you think for some things. For example, for software legal, that is the legal software company that verify that you have a legal copy of Windows and so on. If you want to register your own code, you have a few years ago, you have to take the disk. Do you remember the 3.5, the one that were the compact disc, the I don't know the name of them that were not the CD-ROM, the previous one. Uh,
You can
well,
eventually you can speak in Spanish because I get it. If you need
el,
to use some word in Spanish.
el disquete, but I don't know if you use that word because it's really old. And they modified a couple of years ago for a CD or DVD,
Hmm.
and now you can do it online. But if you work with the government, they go really slow.
Ah, government.
I
Right.
guess that is the same in all Latin America, and I can say in the whole world. And then, but if you work for startup companies, we were the first in do many of the things that you see today in the market, like for example the online banking. A little bit starts in Argentina because we have a good public to make A/B test. Our segment is so strange that if it works there, you can export it in different places and it's cheaper because, well, we are Latin American, so that's the
Sure.
point. That's
It's
why many companies make some base in Argentina.
some testing in Argentina.
Mm. Yeah.
Is okay?
So
Because in Brazil they move so fast from one technology to another. So I feel like I always delayed because they are always thinking in advanced. But here in Italy, I feel like they are more calm. They don't change that fast from one technology to another. Maybe I'm wrong because I'm new here.
I think that if you go to a big city like Milan or Roma, they move faster. It's like I don't know from where from Brazil you come, but uh, for me that I've been in Buenos Aires, Buenos Aires is a big city, and they run. You are all the time running to you do not know where, but you have to run. And this is a little bit the thought of a big city. That's why when people tell me that Pisa is a big city, I say, no, you don't know what is a big city. You know,
I feel
the
like the same.
craziness.
You have to run. You're funny. I don't know. This is not the topic, but I gotta ask it because I went to Argentina and everyone is so political there, and everyone asking me Lula or Bolsonaro. Even in Argentina, people were asking me because it was
Yeah,
electoral period. It was
yeah.
2022, and just briefly, do you like Milei?
That's a good question. Mm, I have to say that I like some things that he is doing, and some other things I do not agree. I'm not like, people like to put themselves in boxes. Like you are, if you like some political from Milei, you are a liberal libertarian. Or if you like
Exactly,
some political from Lula, you are from
leftist.
right or left. And this kind of shit, I don't like it. I like to say, okay, this political I think is good, and this other is totally crazy.
I
And I
guess.
agree with some things I do not agree. The same with the previous government. But I always like to be against people. This is a characteristic of people from Buenos Aires. So if you say I like Lula, I will be supporting Bolsonaro, but just to annoy people. I like to generate debate, to make people think, because
Exactly. No,
something
exactly
that
how I feel in Buenos Aires. People love it to discuss political,
we love to discuss
not to
talk
discuss.
about everything. You want to talk about football? Okay, I will know everything about this, and these kind of things. We always have a really strong. I'm not, but in general, I'm talking about the people from Buenos Aires have a really strong opinion about everything, even if they don't know nothing about it. That's our characteristic. That's why people hate us, because we talk even if we don't know. But it's okay.
But I like. People in Brazil also say that Argentina is always right. Argentinian people is always right. But I
We
don't feel
say that,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I feel very embraced
And
by Argentinian people. I really went. When I went to the Argentina 2022 was World Cup also, and I was betting that Argentina will win, but I have to go out Argentina before the finals. This is the thing I missed so much. I really went to be there when the Argentina won the World Cup. As a Brazilian, I
it was
was.
crazy. It was crazy. I was there, and people was on the top of the bus stations. They were going up the semaphore. They were crazy, crazy
I just
people.
saw the
And I
video.
think
I
that
went there.
some people die also in this kind of craziness, because they fall from the high of, they were, for example, I don't know if you know the Teatro Colón, that is a classical building in Argentina. They
Maybe.
go up through the wall to the roof, and they fell from there, and of course you die, because it's like 3 floors on the top.
And there's a
But
video, a classic video from Argentina that they saw the Pero from Messi, Pero from Messi, and everyone went crazy. Pero from Messi, Pero de Messi, the Pero from Messi, the dog from Messi. Everyone shilling the dog, the Messi's dog in the
Yeah,
streets.
yeah, yeah. No, it's crazy. Argentina, well, Latin America. I guess that Brazil have some kind of things also that you. It's strange, because I feel proud of being Argentinian sometimes, and many times I want to hide myself that I'm from Argentina. Because we have some really nice things, and really, well, it's Latin America. So that's that's the craziness.
But as a Latin American, I also saw that Pisa has a stadium and a football team, soccer team. So
Yeah, it's a good team also. It's not that bad. I mean, I've been in Sardinia, and the only team that was like good, it was the Cagliari, because the other teams in the Iceland were crazy. Okay, let's go back to
sure.
to the meeting. So you were saying that you are a developer since more or less the same time that I've been. Can you tell me a little bit what do you prefer, front end or back end, and why?
Uh, I
Or
work
you are
at
a
more.
full back end?
No, I consider myself a full stack developer, but Destiny pushed me out more to front end. But I can do the same. But I don't know why I work at more in the front end. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Really?
Maybe because some artistical feeling when I create screens. Because the thing that I always think when I'm developing some project is the end user, and how the end user will perceive, will feel the product.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I'm in the back end, I try to be the fast as possible for the end user to don't feel any delay. So I'm always being critical about how the end user use the product,
Mm-hmm.
because they must don't. It's like, I feel that the product is 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 not a product. Like, you when you use Uber, it's so fast and so practical that you don't even feel that is an app,
Mm-hmm.
regular app like any app. So that's the thing that I'm always pursuing, is this sensation when the user open the product and feel like they knew what to do, and they knew where to click, and they knew what is on the screen. But I'm working since 2005, so I have a lot of experience. I can do anything, anything, not anything, but
Yeah, yeah. If I tell you, I don't know, create a data science model, I guess that you are not able to do it.
eventually I
Neither
can
do
go to
I.
ChatGPT and ask them a little help, but that
Yeah,
analysis
no,
is
but
not my experience.
the idea is to know what you know, where are you comfortable with, and go from there. Because for example, I'm a backend developer. I'm not a front end. If you make me to create a design from the ground, it's hard for me because I'm not good at creating the design. I can give you the UX UI experience because I studied it, but I'm not good at making it. So
No,
that's it.
I often, rarely, it's not that I always, when I have to create something, I get what's the word, some skeleton, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I find something just to modify. I'm from open source, so you can always start from, don't start from zero. Like if you want to develop something for a mobile, you can use like a framework for React Native. So you already have the buttons, or already have the inputs. Just have to put it in on the screen, and with some practical code, you can customize it very quickly.
Okay. Yes, I agree with you, but yeah, since the creation of Bootstrap, uh, front end was really easier for me at least. So let's talk a little bit. You have experience with Next.js, or you have never worked with it?
Now I know what it is. I know what the fundamentals, but I don't remember if I applied it's for server side rendering in a React
Yes.
application. Uh, I don't know if I have something to show you, but this is so, I guess no. But I know how to use it.
Okay, perfect. We have two frameworks that we are using mainly. One is Next for server-side rendering for React, and on the backend we use Nest.js. I don't know if you have ever heard about it,
I heard about it.
but okay, you have experience with it.
Nest framework, no.
Okay, so all our backend is with that, and all our front end is with Next.js. About databases, because I'm going to do the interview as a full stack. If you want to go to one side or the other, just let me know. Uh, you have experience with non-relational databases
Like Mongo.
like Mongo?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever make a connection? Do you know what is a collection? Uh, how to, uh, you know that in traditional databases you have to normalize them. You know that you have any idea on the design part of databases?
Because Mongo is an not no the, not structured database. the data in Mongo is kind of unsorted and messed depending on the point of view. So to query data on Mongo, you have to structure the query, I guess. But if you want to go deeper and how to do it, I really need to study a little. But the concept is because in the traditional database like in MariaDB and MySQL, PostgreSQL, the data is also has the same structure and the relationship is well defined. So this data is related to that data and always will be because the relation is predefined. So Mongo is different because you can store data in
Have
any
you ever
format.
used, given that you are a front end kind of developer, have you ever used Firebase to
It's the
make?
same. Yes, for like uh,
Not only you can send messages using
yes.
Firebase is like integrate a MongoDB with a Socketio connection. So
Hmm. So you can like send push notifications or
real time, yeah.
for
So
numbers
you
of
have
users.
experience with that also.
For I think, but it's easy. No, Firebase is easier than traditional database. Depends on the way you see it.
Yeah, because you have to push the object and that's it. In theory, if you do not have any kind of control, just push any object, it will be persisted and in real time will arrive to the other part of the
Exactly.
to the other end. Yes. You have experience with TypeScript. Have you ever used it?
Yes.
Why would you use TypeScript in a project?
Depending on the project, but if it's a new project, of course, yeah. If let's create a mobile app. So
Hmm.
yeah, we have to select what technology we will use. I'm assuming that it's React Native, but could be if you are using React Native in a new project, I will recommend you to use TypeScript because it's more up-to-date technology and it's the market pattern and it's very for me it's more easy to maintain the code. I think the
Yeah, but the key, there are a few key points, but one of the strongest is the type hinting that TypeScript have, So if you use TypeScript and you put any in every single argument, in every single object, have no sense to have TypeScript because it's the same that JavaScript. The only thing that is better is when you use the type hinting. For example, if you have a function and it expects a string, just put the type string. Otherwise, have no sense. Okay. Um, okay. Can you tell me what is a promise and how can we use it?
promise is a term for the asynchronization a request. When you make a request asynchronous, you don't need to wait the response from the server, so the become a promise. So this is a promise because when you have the response from the server, you can process it without stop the execution. Like if you make a request in PHP for a new data and you are rendering the page, the server will stop until they get the data. But when you're creating asynchronous requests, they they are promised. So that's
Okay. No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm having messages from my colleagues, from other developers, in fact, that are saying funny things about don't make me work till 10 because you make me a task on a Wednesday. They see the task that I'm creating and they are crying already. Nothing. what I have to ask you. I think that I have an idea of your experience. More or less, we have the same path. You in Brazil and I in Argentina, but I will give my feedback to human resources on the company, and they will contact you. But before I do that, do you have any questions, something that you want to know?
Um, when you arrived to Italy,
I arrived like 5 years and a half. I did 3 years in Sardinia, that is an Iceland,
mm-hmm.
and then I moved here, and I'm here for a year and a half.
So why did you move to Italy?
Because I get tired of Latin America.
Mm.
I want to have a little bit of stability, because Argentina, you have periods where you say, okay, everything is okay, we are going well, and then a big crisis and everything goes to hell. And then again, you say, okay, this is going okay, and then everything explodes and so on. Uh, that's the main reason, and I
Okay.
love Italy. So also,
No, I'm new here. I'm just curious. But I saw that working with you will be a good opportunity to learn because.
well, I think that both we can have the opportunity to learn from each other, because I'm learning every day. The people that say I already learned everything, I think that they have a small mind and they do not have idea on how the how big is the world. Even the person that have less knowledge, even in training, can go and say to you something that will blow your mind. So
Exactly.
that's something that is my characteristic. I listen to everyone, even if you think that is an idea that is crazy, that is stupid. I prefer to listen to it and judge by myself. Of course, that not every single idea we are able to put it in practice, or also to not every idea is a good idea. Sometimes the ideas, are just that you throw it into the air and then you say, this is impossible. But even myself, I have some crazy ideas that never put in practice. Uh,
But
with that being,
the thing that I miss from my last job that I quit to get to Italy, I quit my job and went to Italy, and I'm here looking for a new
Mhm.
job. Is my boss? This guy was a really genius, and he always pushing himself and studying. And when we talk for hours, and I learned so much from him. And this is something that I really appreciate in a job, the opportunity to learn.
Yeah, it's important to learn, but I always say the thing. I know a lot. I have a lot of knowledge, but I love to listen people. I prefer to listen to you that say do what I have in mind and do not listen to other people. I'm someone that I have a team. I choose all of them now, or almost all of them, and if I choose you is for a reason. So I have to listen to you. Otherwise, I'm crazy.
Because
This is something that, yeah,
no,
not
no, sorry.
not all the time happen this. So this is a characteristic that I have.
It's because I feel like I can, it's analogy. I can create musical instruments, make me a piano, but it's hard for me to explain you how to create the piano. You need a piano. Here you have the piano, but as a handman, a handcraft man, it's sometimes in an interview you need to be more theoretical. And this is
Mhm.
the thing that I really was impressive with my boss because he knew how to explain the things, and this is for me is something that is a differential for a person in our with that background. And I feel that you have this.
Yeah, I
backgrounds.
don't know. I always say I don't know if I explain well things or not.
Maybe you are just an
Uh,
Argentinian.
what?
Maybe you're just an Argentinian. Maybe you're just being Argentinian. No, pretended that you knew something. Maybe just no.
If I can give you a hand, this is something really Argentinian also. If I can give you a hand, I will do it. It's not a problem. And that's a particularity. It doesn't matter if it's something that I know for my whole life, or it's something that I have to learn or understand better to give you a hand. This is, but I think that everyone do the same thing. Not all people have the ability, as you say, to explain or go together through this path with the employees. So I try to do it. I will say that I'm manager for. My experience is like 4 years of management, so I have to learn. I'm not really a senior manager, but I'm always here to listen everyone. Okay?
Thank you. If you, just the last final words is I'm I'm really on fire to start a new job. I'm really on fire to start a new job.
Okay, I will pass everything. I tell you that this week I have a few calls, and also to the beginning of the next week, some other interviews. And then I or Vishay, that is human resources, or Pierre Mateo will go back to you
Nice. Thank you.
and tell you for yes or no. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.